Good morning. This is Father Rayappa, Diocese of Vellore, India. So today I'm going to talk on integral ecology from the encyclical Laudato Si, written by Pope Francis. Chapter 4 is explaining what integral ecology is all about. And integral ecology is something which includes every aspect of our human life, every aspect of our society. Nothing is isolated, nothing is left out. So we include everything. It's a philosophy of inclusion. For example, when you talk about environment is not alone. So far we have been fragmenting environment, economics, society, development. Everything was fragmented, isolated. So we try to find solutions by fragmenting each and every element. But Pope Francis is telling us to include everything, integrate everything, and try to find solutions. So when you talk about environment now, it includes economic, it includes politics, it includes our culture, it includes our religion, it includes our family, each and every one of us. So that is what integral ecology is all about. And Pope Francis is writing so beautifully, and I want to read you something in the beginning of the chapter 4. Since everything is closely interrelated and today's problems call for a vision capable of taking into account every aspect of the global crisis, I suggest that we now consider some elements of an integral ecology, one which clearly respects its human and social dimensions. So now he is talking about environmental ecology, economic ecology, and social ecology. What is environmental ecology? As I told you, environmental ecology is including society and economics and development, also politics. What is economic ecology? Economic ecology is, again, it includes environment, society, and also politics. What is about social ecology? Social ecology also includes environment, economics, politics, and culture. So when you talk about social ecology, the fundamental unit is individual. It starts from him and it moves to family, and then it moves to village, moves to state, moves to country, the nation, at last moves to the whole world, to the international community. So it starts from the individual and goes all the way to the global level. So that is called the social ecology. In every ecology, we need to find solutions, integrating everything, not fragmenting economics, politics, culture. No, put them everything together. We have to progress together. We shouldn't progress at the expense of something. If you are talking about economics, if you talk about economic growth, that economic growth is not at the cost of ecology. Economic growth should be respecting ecology, not at the expense of the land and water and air. Destruction of them, humans can develop and humans can progress. So we need to respect everything, and we have to progress side by side. Nature has to flourish and human development also can flourish. Then Pope Francis moves to cultural ecology. Cultural ecology means it includes our ideas, our art, cultural wealth, our temples, our palaces, our um, inventions, our science and technology. That is the cultural ecology. Cultural ecology, what humans can create, the creativity of human being. You can see beautiful places like Taj Mahal and what is that, other, the Egyptian pyramids, all those beautiful cultural wealth of humanity. So all the things we need to be protecting. For example, in India there are so many churches in Christianity. The old churches should be protected, should never be destroyed. Few years back, because of funding agencies, they were giving money, lot of money, the projects, and then the priest, the parish priest and the parishes, they were destroying the old churches and old school buildings and rectories, and they were building new buildings. So you see, all those old buildings had the cultural value. They are heritage centers because somebody gave money, some funding agencies. So you never hesitate to destroy them, and you destroy them all. And if they are here today, that would have made a heritage gift to the future generations. This is a patrimony. It's our cultural wealth, and a lot of Christian beautiful basilicas and churches have been demolished, and we never cared for them. So Pope is writing, we need to protect all the buildings, and we need to protect landmarks. We need to protect old cultural buildings, and we shouldn't destroy them, and because they belong to the future generations. And he goes on to ecology of daily life. So every day we interact with the ecology. So we, not even 1 minute we can be separated, because we are living in environment. Each and every individual lives in an environment, and the environment is part and parcel of our life, and we need to respect each and every element on earth. And ecology and daily life should be integrated. Your life should be compatible with your neighborhood, and we need to have mountains, lakes, empty places. We need to have other creatures as our companions, and we need pets in the houses. There are dogs, there are cats, and there are other creatures. We use them. In the village we have cows, and we have other animals, and we need to relate with them, and we need to get along fine with the rest of creatures, and that is the ecology and daily life. And Pope Francis goes on to explain the principle of the common good. Actually, common good is our motive. Integral ecology always envisions common good. Everything should flourish. So the common good means everybody should have everything, the peace and joy. There is no friction between one section of people to other section of people. And also nature. There should not be friction between human beings and nature. There should not be friction between culture and society. So we need to get along fine, humans, creatures, and elements of the earth, and we have to be always in peaceful condition. And that is the common good. At last, Pope Francis ends this chapter with a title called Justice Between the Generations. So that means he is having in his mind we need to respect the future generation, those who are going to come after us, and we need to pass this environment to the future generations. We need to reserve natural resources for them, and we can't exploit and we can't exhaust. And actually I'm afraid that we have already been exhausted. Almost 80% of the planet Earth's resources are exhausted. Only 20% remain for the future generations. That is not justice. That is not intergenerational solidarity or intergenerational justice, Pope Francis calls it. So we always need to think about the future generations. Actually, what we are using today, they don't belong to us. Actually, they belong to the future generation. Actually, we are borrowing all these natural resources from them. So Pope John Paul II says so beautifully, we borrowed from the future generation, we are using them. So when we are returning them, we don't want to return them in a dilapidated condition, but we have to return them in good condition. Not only return them good condition, we need to pay interest because we borrowed them from the future generations. Such a brilliant writing. So integral ecology is a new vision of our universe, a new vision of our society, a new vision of our human person, and the human species is enlightened, and human species have become more complex now because we see ourselves as part of nature, and so far we have been seeing us as we are superior than other creatures. But in integral ecology, we don't see human species as superior. We see human species as part of other creatures. So I think that is the enlightenment, the birth of new consciousness. So let us celebrate with Pope Francis, and let us integrate ourselves with God, with humans, and with creation. And thank you. God bless.